Hello and welcome back. My name is Jason, and I will be presenting the final part of a three-part series over the MarketView API. So a quick recap of what we've covered so far are signs your business users could benefit from an API, how to successfully implement the MarketView API, and for the third part, we will be going over more advanced usage of the API so that you can unlock the full power of your data using our API. So by now you're not a newbie. So what's next? Well, we're going to review some of the more advanced features, including how to get a custom forward curve, how and UDFs from the MarketView platform, how to integrate the API requests into CSharp, and we'll touch a little bit on our Python plugin for those Python lovers out there. Okay, so our first example. Last session, we covered mostly daily data. In this session, I want to show you guys how you can get intraday data. For this particular example, we chose ISO data, but this request, this get intraday, applies to any sub-daily data, and that includes trade data from NYMEX or ICE, or any exchange for that matter. If we have the trade data, this request can be used to get that trade data at the smallest interval is 1 minute. So, and what I mean by that is if you asked for 1 minute bar, you would get open, high, low, and close for each minute between the range of data you asked for. So with that said, let me walk through this use case. I need hourly values for open, high, low, and close, and the date and symbol description for power ISO symbol California ISO LMP. For only peak hours of the last 2 days, the data should be shown in the default time zone of the data provider. So the get intraday request, as I mentioned, is the right request for this use case. So if you walk through sort of the URL we have here, what's different about this URL from what we looked at yesterday or last session was that we have aggregate type here. And this is unique to ISO data. And what this allows customers to do is actually ask for peak, off peak, ATC, over the count, or I mean, all around the clock, or any 7x16, any sort of electricity block of hours that customers would be interested in. So that is unique to ISO data. Intraday bar interval. This is just that how many, how do I want to aggregate this data? Do I want 60 minute? I can do 120 minutes. I could ask for 5 minutes. Obviously, this data provider, the most granular data they send us is a 5 minute bar. So if you asked for 1 minute, you would still get 5 minute bars back. And then the time zone is publisher. So we typically offer three time zones you can select from. It's either publisher, or it's your local time zone of your computer, or it's UTC, so that way you can do any sort of conversion that you might want from UTC. And here's an example of the output. And as you can see, we have a row for every hour between the range that we requested. The next example is real-time market data. So show me real-time data fields for multiple exchange traded products. For these kinds of requests, the get quotes request type should be used. For those of you who have used our products in Excel tools or MarketView, you know about the quote feature, and it basically allows you to get real-time trade data along with bids and asks and everything that's streaming into the system live. So if you use this request, you have some additional fields available to you, like percent change, last, bid, ask, net change. All of these fields can be used for get quote only. Oh, do we have any options traders out there? Okay, if you do, this is the slide for you. Please show me the values for all underlying options for the ICE low sulfur gas oil contract. For these kinds of requests, we have a request called get chain. And what this request does is allows you to pass in the underlying futures contract as an option root, and you change the security type to FO, and it will fetch all of the options for that contract. And what I mean by that contract is all of the futures contracts for gas. So as you can see down below, here we have an option symbol, and here we have gas for June of 2021. And a strike price of 210 with a description, a sell date, and a close. Obviously, I can't show you the full output here, but we would have a set of options for every contract on the curve. And that's with one request. So it's a pretty handy request if you're looking to retrieve options data from the MarketView platform. All right, C# integration. So there's really nothing unique here to the MarketView platform or API, except for the URL in this request string. What we wanted to do is just provide you kind of a quick little sample of how a developer might integrate the API into their own little C# program. And we also have this example on our website, along with examples for Java and some various other languages. So there's, every language has the ability to issue a post request, HTTP request. So this can literally be used in any development environment that you guys are using currently. Did you know the MarketView API can retrieve proprietary data and custom formulas when written in MarketScript? So a lot of our customers choose to have us help manage their proprietary data. And there's a lot of benefits to that they're able to look at their data in our software, whether it's Excel tools or MarketView charts. They're also able to come up with these custom formulas that we have in MarketScript that may take some of their data and then maybe take some other data vendors' data and blend it and create their own price. So this is really a powerful tool to allow you to upload your own data and then be able to use the API to pull that data back out at the end of the day and basically have one API for all of your data sources. The MarketView API fully supports all custom forward curves that were built with the Enverus Curve Builder solution. Those curves could be retrieved via the Get Daily Curve request, but also with the Get Table request, which displays custom forward curves in a table format. So for those customers watching right now that already have Curve Builder, this is probably something they already understand. But if not, you are able to pull out any curve that you build in Curve Builder. You can use the MarketView API to pull that data back into your system for whatever use case you might have. For those of you who don't use our Curve Builder solution, we have a solution. We're tightly integrated with the MarketView platform that allows customers to come up with their own rules and holidays and rollover calendars and apply them to curves and basically generate their own synthetic curve based on what various inputs. And the point of this bullet point is just to point out that this is all, you're able to retrieve all of this with the one API. For advanced users that need access to real-time data without using a request response-based web service, we also offer a .NET SDK. So that we do have some use cases out there, some customers that really require data to be streaming in real time for whatever system or problem they're trying to solve on their side. And obviously, a web API is not the best solution for that. And we do offer a .NET SDK that we sell, and all of our products use that .NET SDK to pull in data to the MarketView platform and the Excel tools platform. So that's always an option for if you have that problem on your side. Did you know we also offer a desktop plugin for Python? It allows you to access MarketView data directly within a Python script. Yeah, so Python's become a pretty popular language, especially in the big data world, people who are managing data lakes. So this is always an option. There's nothing really fancy about it. It has almost all of the same functionality as the web service API. And that's another option for users who maybe prefer Python over other languages. Again, you know, I'm always here to help with more technical driven issues or even questions about security or protocol. Some of the IT stuff that might come up when you're adding a new API to your system. And Sven is always here for if you guys have ideas on how to improve the API or if there's features that are lacking, or if you just need to get a face-to-face, one-on-one demo or trial, Sven would be the right person to contact. And either way, we're here to support you and us. Some key takeaways. Simplicity versus complexity. I think what's important here and what really benefits a lot of our customers is that once they are using our API, they get all of the data needs suited with just one API, so they don't have to pull in data from all these other systems and data vendors in order to be able to satisfy their needs. We solve complex problems with simple API tools. Yeah, we have some really simple tools out there too to help train you on our API. And for the most part, it's pretty self-explanatory once you get up and running. API expansion is key roadmap for item for Enverus, and even if it wasn't, it's expanding. Our customers and in the way the world's going, people are using APIs to pull in data to so many different places, whether it's data lakes, risk systems, whether they're using it for statistical analysis or what other problems they can solve with the data. So API is definitely going to continue to grow. If you can't find a method, just ask the Enverus team. And that's absolutely right. Enverus, support, and myself are here to help you guys. We encourage the use of the API for all integration needs, simple to complex. And that's true. I mean, on your side, the API might be the most simple part of whatever problem you're trying to solve. And from our perspective, it is the most simple piece as well. There's a lot of services that go behind it, collecting this data, managing it, and getting it into the right place so the API can access it. And I think that's what we try to offer. And we also use the API within to solve some of our own business problems that require access to multiple data sets. So with that, I just want to say thank you, and hopefully we have convinced you that our API is a solution that can solve a lot of problems on your end. Thanks again.